Welcome into another edition of Keeping It Real with Rob. I'm your host, Rob Condit, for our October edition of today's show. We have a special guest from the green level volleyball team, senior Asia Thigpen. What's going on, Asia?
Nothing much. We're really just preparing for this huge playoff game on Saturday, so we're really ready for the playoffs.
That's right. We are getting ready for the postseason, and you look at what green level volleyball has done the last couple of years. 2 years ago, won the whole thing, won the Class 4A state championship. Last year had a lot of success, went to the fourth round, lost to the eventual state champions. So what is kind of the mindset of the team getting ready for Saturday's first round?
Yeah, I think practices have been a lot more like surrounding kind of like pressure situations and, really making sure that we're taking care of every touch, like making sure that every point matters, because for some of us, like the seniors, like this is the last game that we're playing. And again, like we can not like mess around, but again, there's always a given game after conference play. So I think we all kind of have like a little urgency behind us, knowing that it could be our last game together.
Talk to me about this senior group. We had senior night a couple of weeks ago with you girls there at the gym. What are you going to take away from your time? Obviously, you're a 2-year green level member of the volleyball team. You transferred over halfway through your high school career. But what are you going to take away from your time as being a green level Gator and this senior season with this group of girls?
I think I'm really just gonna like appreciate every year that I get. I feel like I've never really been on a team where everyone's really good friends and there's not really like groups or cliques when it comes to like freshmen and like seniors. Like I feel like now we're all really good friends, and I think I've only been on a team where like it's like that for maybe 2 years. I came from Northwood where it was very kind of cliquey, and I think just coming into like a new season where it's like every practice is just so much fun, every team meal is so much fun. So really just appreciating like every moment that we have with each other.
Big topic, a big theme when we talk to a lot of players and coaches here on the podcast is the fact that the Southwest Wake Athletic Conference, it doesn't matter what sport, this conference is so tough, whether it's volleyball or basketball, football, soccer, just about every other sports all school year long. The SWAC is crazy, and especially with volleyball, some of the top teams in the state are in this conference. Can you kind of explain to those that aren't really familiar with SWAC volleyball and how tough this season really has been?
For the college volleyball watchers, I would say the SWAC is the Big Ten. I would say every single team that you play is coming after you. Like games are going like could be a sweep, it could go to 5 sets. Like you never really know. Like every single game is a test, and I think it's really kept us accountable, knowing that we can't really go into any games like not locked in and not focused up, because just a couple games, like it's not a conference tournament, it's based off of the record, so every single game matters.
What is it with Raleigh and the Triangle area being so really good at high school volleyball?
I think it's definitely the clubs. You have a ton of clubs over here. You have Triangle, NC Academy, like Carolina Advantage. There's a huge world of club volleyball over in Cary and Raleigh. So I think it kind of just all splurges in one spot, and it's great. I love it. It's a great environment to be around.
And the other thing about that is because you play club volleyball, you have some of these girls that are on different teams in the conference, but you're super close with them. You're friends with them. You're going on vacations with them because you've become good friends with them because of club volleyball, right?
Yeah, I think I've played like so many of my teammates. It's so fun to kind of like nitpick across the net and all that. And I think it's also really fun because you practice with them, you know their tendencies, so it's a lot easier to play around with.
Hey, you've been playing club volleyball for a while, but take me through your childhood. What about volleyball made you think, yeah, I'm gonna do this for a long time?
I was kind of forced into it. I didn't really want to play, but my mom played in college, or she played in high school, so she really wanted me to get into it. I started off in Knoxville, Tennessee with the club K2, I started rec around like 10 and then played club from 11s to 18s. Yeah.
And you obviously love it. You're going off to Kentucky after this year. What went into the decision to be a Wildcat?
I think kind of growing around the SEC, like I lived in Auburn, I lived in Tennessee, where my dad coached for an SEC school. So I really like the surroundings and environment and atmosphere around SEC volleyball, or like SEC like in general, like football, basketball, like just all the sports. I think it's very respected in the SEC. So I kind of wanted to stay in the SEC. And then also the coaching staff, like the coaches are amazing. They made me feel right at home, and I'm so excited to go.
For those that do not know, head coach of Kentucky volleyball is Craig Skinner. And I have a somewhat of a connection with him because he is a Muncie, Indiana native, which is where I went to college, Ball State University. And for those that do not know, that area and Ball State and Munciana, you were talking about club volleyball. That's one of the top clubs in the country as well. So volleyball, everyone lives and breathes it in that part of the state, that part of the country, and Craig Skinner is one of those really good volleyball minds. So I'm sure that also went into your decision as well, because you're going to be learning a lot from a really good college volleyball coach.
Yeah, I'm so excited to learn. I'm going as a new position, so it's kind of like a fresh start, and I get to be coached by a great staff, and I'm just so excited.
Talk to me a little bit about that. Okay, so again, for those that are not familiar with it, you have been an outside hitter, an attacker. You're leading the team in kills, and now you're going off to college to play defense. You're going to be a defensive specialist. So yeah, kind of walk us through the big change or the big difference that's going to be for you when you go off to Kentucky.
I think it's gonna be a huge difference of not being able to like kind of control the game in a sense, and kind of take over a game like kill wise. But I think that I've kind of been like, I guess 5'10" is like short, but in real life it's like really tall. But in the volleyball world, 5'10" is very, very short as a hitter. And so I think kind of as a hitter, I've had to learn like spot like shots and like defending and passing well. So I think it's gonna be not like an easy transition, but I think um the transition will be a lot easier just because I know that I can just focus on one thing and like serve, receive, and defense. Like I kind of just have to worry about those two and then do a really good job of those two and be coached and learned so I don't have a million things running in my head. But I'm very excited to kind of switch over to passing, and I love defending, so I think it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, the most important question is that you're going to be spending the next 4 years in Lexington, Kentucky. Have you had Raising Cane's?
No.
Okay, that's going to be something that I'm sure you will enjoy. It's kind of like Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, but it's very popular in that part of the country. Not sure why, but it's amazing. So enjoy that.
Well, they
Living.
have one down in Franklin, but it's been like in renovation for like a year, so I don't even know if that's going to come out before I leave.
Favorite food?
Dippin' Dots.
Okay. Least favorite food?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Interesting. Your other favorite sport?
Basketball.
Okay. Favorite vacation spot?
Mexico.
Mexico. Nice. Snapchat or Instagram?
Snapchat.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
Pepsi or Coke?
Neither.
Neither. All right. What's your go-to drink then?
I like lemonade. I hate soda. I'm starting to hate it.
Lemonade, though.
Yeah.
All right. What is a hobby that you have that not very many people know about?
I like cleaning.
Cleaning?
My team loves it. They make fun.
All right. What part? Like anything specific?
I'm just a very neat person. I'm very like OCD, so yeah.
Okay. And finally, last question: the best concert you've ever been to?
I went to Drake.
Drake.
And so yeah.
All right, Asia Thigpen, thank you so much. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your night and joining us here on Keeping It Real with Rob.
Thank you.